Today, I am going to share a historical story. It's called The Great Emu War of 1932, when Australia lost to birds. In 1932, Australia faced one of its most embarrassing military defeats, not against a foreign army, but against a bunch of large, flightless birds with attitude problems. After World War I, the Australian government had promised land to veterans in Western Australia. These brave ex-soldiers turned farmers and began growing wheat. Everything seemed peachy until the Great Depression hit, wheat prices crashed, and to make matters worse, about 20,000 emus decided to throw the world's most destructive dinner party on their crops. Now emus are basically 6-foot-tall feathered tanks with legs. They can run 30 mph, have zero respect for property lines, and apparently possess the table manners of Vikings. These birds were devouring crops, destroying fences, and generally behaving like nature's own wrecking crew. The desperate farmers appealed to the government. "Send the army," they cried, and incredibly the government said, "Sure, why not?" Enter Major G.P.W. Meredith and 2 soldiers armed with Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. How hard could it be to defeat some oversized chickens? Very hard, as it turned out. The emus proved to be tactical geniuses. They scattered when attacked, regrouped like seasoned veterans, and seemed to have developed an uncanny ability to dodge bullets. After the first day, the soldiers had fired hundreds of rounds and killed exactly 0 emus. One observer noted that the emus had an uncanny ability to disappear into the scrub when shot at. Major Meredith complained that the birds could take several hits and keep going. Basically, the emus had discovered they were bulletproof, or at least bullet-resistant enough to be thoroughly unimpressed. After 6 days of combat, the military had killed maybe 50 emus while wasting thousands of rounds. The media had a field day. One headline read, "Emus win on points." Another journalist quipped that the emus deserved medals for their tactical superiority. The government quietly withdrew the troops, and the war ended in complete victory for the emus, who continued their agricultural rampage with even more confidence. The moral of the story: sometimes the most dangerous enemy isn't the one with the biggest guns, it's the one too stubborn to realize it's supposed to lose. And that's how Australia became the only nation in history to officially lose a war to birds. The emus, for their part, have never let them forget it. Retry Claude can make mistakes. Please double-check responses. Sonnet 4.